Welcome to episode 20 of the Link Building Show. Today we're going to talk about what a typical day in the life of a digital PR manager is. Hi, I'm Molly and I'm one of the digital PR managers at Search Intelligence. I'm going to run you through what a typical day for me is like. So when I arrive at work, I like to do the typical thing of checking my emails. This is so that if I've sent out a piece the day before and any journalists have reached out to me regarding any of the data, or they would need anything further, or they just wanted to tell me that they've covered the piece, then I can respond quickly to this email. The next thing I like to do is look for any of my placements. So I will go online to search for any of the pieces that I've sent out recently, or any ones that I've done, even a couple months back, just to check if they've got any recent pickup. I then see if they're linked and I will chase for those links as soon as possible if they are not. I like to send out as many pieces as possible, so I will then, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 9:45, I would also have then sent out a piece using one of our distribution softwares in order to get that piece out, and journalists will hopefully cover it. Then at 9:45, my co-manager Maddie and I will run a morning meeting with the team. This is a very fast-paced meeting. We like to go through what people's priorities are for the day, or perhaps what they got up to yesterday, so we can realign our goals and then see if there's any gaps that we need to help them with. Because the meeting is early on in the day, I like to keep everybody engaged. We usually end these meetings with a fun question, like an icebreaker kind of question that people can engage with, because we have part remote team, part in person, so it's nice for everybody to get to chat and see people's personalities, as well as have the focus on the work at hand. At the moment, I'm in charge of the training system for Search Intelligence, so I also spend some time after the meeting going through checking if people are getting on with the training system, if there's any issues with it that I can fix, or if there are any things that I need to add to that. And with the training, I had to make a lot of videos for the training system so that I could, talk through my thoughts and on processes and different systems. So I spent a lot of time doing that over the course of the past few weeks. As a manager, I also have to relay pieces of information throughout the senior team. So if there's anything going on in the team that other people need to know about, or that I need to share so that people can get more support, I will spend some time communicating with the team. And then Maddie and I have specific members of the team that we mentor, I would say. So we have separate one-to-one teams. So anybody who is on my team can come to me during the day for any support or guidance, and I can take a look at their pieces to try and offer some insight. Throughout the day, I also have to cover my own campaigns because I still need to get my own links. So I can spend some time ideating or doing my press releases or doing the data with the support of any team member, because data is not my strong point. I like to do a lot of videos for the teams, for example, our link building show or PR tips. So I do spend a lot of time in the media room trying to come up with some content for the social media and taking part in that. In order to support the team members, I like to run through people's ideas with them so that I can be a sounding board for them to help them work through their processes, or just to add advice on whether I think the idea will be valuable to journalists or not. I think it's really important to have a well-rounded work-life balance. So during the day when we have our lunch break, I like to do a gym class. So for example, I can do a Zumba class at lunchtime because the gym that I go to is just around the corner, or I have a weekly golf lesson that's free with my membership, so I do that on a Tuesday. I also like to go for lunch with other members of the team to local cafes, or my family and friends sometimes come up to chat to me, and it's a nice addition to my day. As a manager, I also think it's important to check in with the team, so it's nice to go around to the different rooms that we have just to check on everybody's well-being, or if the day is going well, anything I can help them with. Maddie and I are also in charge of assigning clients to different team members, so we have to keep on top of this throughout the month, just in case a client gets completed, so then we need to focus our energy elsewhere, or put people on different clients, give them some more. So that's another factor that we like to do, just check in on that on a daily basis to see where the links are at. And in a typical day, I will have some one-to-ones with team members. So we like to spread these out throughout the month, but we would have a one-to-one with somebody where we check in what's going well, what's not going so well, and what we can do to help them. I also like to get people's feedback on what systems they would like to see implemented in the company. So it's good to have those chats just to make sure that we're not just doing whatever we want to do as a management team, but we're also taking on board what other people would like to see. In a typical day, I also communicate with the clients, so we have lots of messages on Slack in order to update the clients with the status of their campaigns and how the links are going. But in summary, obviously I can't do all of that in just one day. Well, sometimes I can. Some days it is like that and you have to get it all in one day. Sometimes it's spread over the week, and I would say that there is not one typical day in the life of a digital PR manager at Search Intelligence. It's always busy, always exciting, and I'm really enjoying it. So thank you for watching this episode of the Link Building Show. Hope you've enjoyed understanding a bit more about what I do, and hope to see you next time.